Ahoy!
My voice went a bit funny then.
You did. You had like a frog in your throat.
I did.
Get it out. That's better.
Welcome to Bottom of the Stream, The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name is Nick.
How are you, Nick?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Been up to much?
I had a quick night away this
I
week.
noticed it's Saturday again.
Yeah,
Thanks for that.
which I'd forgotten about in my diary.
Where have you been?
I went did a bit of shopping.
Where?
Up towards Manchestery
Oh, nice.
area. At like an outlet place.
Oh, that sounds good.
Bought this pair of Vans for £15.
Oh, they're nice. They're like red and black.
They're like wine. I don't know.
Burgundy. Plum. I'll go with plum. Plum wine and black.
And
they're nice. You look very nice today.
Oh,
Got your
thanks.
backwards cap on.
Oh, thanks. I haven't done my hair.
I've just had a haircut.
Yeah,
this morning.
It looks nice.
Thank you.
Are you itchy?
A little bit. You always do when you've
Yeah.
had a haircut, don't you?
Jump in the shower.
Yeah.
And then went to like an outdoors theme park type thing where
Oh,
you
right.
just go and climb. Like all adults and children can just go and climb stuff.
Oh, that sounds good.
And there's like mazes,
You're loving the great outdoors at the minute, aren't you?
but they're in the. It's all in the trees and it was awesome. And
Any fiberglass superheroes this time?
No. The theme of this was sort of fairies and goblins and
Sounds-
boggarts and
Boggarts?
yeah,
What's
stuff
a
like
boggart?
that. It's like a goblin thing that lives in a swamp.
Oh, all right. Never heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel educated.
It was cool, yeah. It absolutely pissed it down for the
Did it?
first hour.
Oh, dear.
It was wetter than an otter's pocket. But the sun did come out after about an hour and it dried up quite nicely.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
So,
That
yeah.
sounds fun.
Had fun, got back yesterday. Here I am.
Saturday morning, podcasting again.
Only watched the movie last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we've got a bit of a thing to say about the movie, haven't we? Should we do that now?
I only watched a movie last night.
We've got a bit of an apology to make. So at the end of last week's the movie show, we picked next week's movie. But unfortunately, we later found out after we'd published the episode, thanks to Ross Cook, that the movie is no longer on Netflix.
Yeah, we were going to watch It's Kind of a Funny Story,
Yeah.
which I'm sure we checked.
We did. I'm sure we did, but it left in the beginning of July. So
Okay.
we always check. We're quite good at that.
So we're not
must
doing
have
that this week.
No, we're not. We must have forgotten to check. So we had to quickly respin the randomizer, midweek respin, and it picked. What did it pick?
Deirdre and Lainey rob a train.
Yeah, similar vibes by the looks of it.
So that is what we will be talking about on this very feed on Thursday. It is a Netflix original, I
It is
believe.
indeed. So it's not going anywhere. Thank God. Yeah, apologies for that. I don't know. That must have slipped through the randomizer's
It's okay.
net
Change
somehow.
It's like change of plan, but
Who
what
cares?
can you do?
What can you do? So
We still get to talk about
you've
it.
still got 3 days if you want to go and check out Deirdre and Lainey rob a train.
Yeah, sure.
Numerous trains, it should be called. Deirdre and Lainey rob numerous trains.
Rob many trains. How about you? How's your week been?
Not too bad. I've been out for a curry on Tuesday night.
Oh,
that
lovely.
was nice. It's nice to get back out.
Get
eating.
hot? What's your
It was
level
quite
of
hot
curry?
actually. I'm normally quite a bit of a pussy with curry, but
Sure.
this one was quite hot and it was really nice.
Okay.
It was called a Deli 6.
Ah,
Don't
awesome.
ask me why.
6 types of
Deli. I don't know. It was nice though.
spice.
I'm supposed to be on a diet though, so it didn't.
Right.
It's not going well.
Okay.
It's not going well at the minute. I'm trying to lose some of this lockdown weight. I've been to cinema twice.
Lovely.
I went to see Jungle Cruise on Wednesday,
Sure.
and I went to see The Suicide Squad last night.
Okay. So go Jungle Cruise me first.
Jungle Cruise is
How
excellent.
how was it?
I really, really enjoyed it. It's got a real nostalgic vibe to it. It feels like a 90s family film.
Just fun.
Fun. I felt like I'd seen it before when I was a kid. It
Yeah.
reminded me of being a kid. It's just it's got a lot of like Hook vibes to it. It's got a lot of Waterworld vibes. That sort of that era of 90s family fun.
Well, Disney are going to be the cynical one for once. So Disney have gone and remade all their animated stuff.
Yeah.
Now they're just going around all the rides and
Remaking the rides.
and doing those as movies. But
No, it was good. It felt like it didn't feel like there was CGI in it, but it didn't feel like it was made into. A lot of it felt like it was on a soundstage.
Okay.
It didn't look like it was out in location anywhere.
this is a movie that I feel has been coming soon for about 4 years.
Yeah, it really has. But it's well worth checking out. It's really The Rock's awesome in it as always.
He's just got his act down to a T, hasn't
Yeah,
he?
he knows what he's doing. He's perfect.
And sort of along that, like you said, the lines of Jumanji, just
Yeah,
relaunching that sort of a product for a new audience, but you're also relying on the nostalgia.
yeah, absolutely. It really felt nostalgic. It really did.
We will hear more of The Rock in our news because
really?
he's got another project which is
The man's the
similar.
hardest working man in Hollywood. He never stops.
a similar revival, shall we say.
Oh, nice. Jack Whitehall's
okay.
really good in it as well. I'm not a huge Jack Whitehall fan, but
Me neither.
But he was really good. He was really good. And then I went to see The Suicide Squad last night.
Okay, yeah.
That's good as well.
I've heard mixed.
It's good. It's fun. It's ludicrous.
Yeah, sure.
But it's DC take themselves too seriously.
Doing a Marvel film.
And they're finally doing a Marvel film because they've got a Marvel director involved. Because it's directed by James Gunn, who did the Guardians of the Galaxy films, I think. And they finally just thought, well, DC is ludicrous. Let's just accept that and go with it. Arm Fall Off Boy's in there.
Brilliant.
Although he's called the Detachable Kid. I think that must be his other alias. That's Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
It's basically about a man who can throw polka dots, making friends with a shark, fighting a giant starfish.
Brilliant. What more do you want?
What more do you want? Yeah, it's just fun. It's stupid. It's ludicrous, but it's good. It's finally a good DC movie, superhero movie.
Yeah, I mean, but he's probably never going to make another one for him, is he?
No.
He's back.
It's highly unlikely.
He's crossed back over.
Yeah, he has. Keeps
but
crossing the streams.
Fair play for DC for seeing that gap when he was sacked by Disney for a few months and saying,
"Yeah,
come and whip this out for us.
Come and do this for us."
Some
of the characters in there are just mental.
So how is the Peacemaker character? Because he's getting his whole 10-hour series, isn't he?
Oh, really?
On HBO.
I didn't know that. What, John Cena?
Yeah.
He was good.
I think because James Gunn done that with him
Right, okay.
immediately after filming this movie.
It's a good character. It's an interesting character. The man who just kills people for the sake of keeping the peace.
Sure.
But yeah, it's interesting. I can't see how you get a 10-hour series out of it. But...
So I nearly made a joke about any Americans. But I don't mean that, people.
Yeah, it's good. I can see how that would work. John Cena is probably his best role I've ever seen him in.
Okay.
He's really good in it.
So which one did you prefer?
Jungle Cruise.
Are you going to watch any movies that don't have ex-wrestlers in?
I think that's a really difficult thing to do at the minute. I'm going to try. I've got a secret screening on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
We don't know what it is.
Oh,
so I'm
let us know
intrigued by
next
that. I've got a theory.
Okay.
I think it's going to be Pig.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I really hope it is, and I've got a feeling it's going to be. Because that's like out like a week later.
Yeah.
Feel like it's going to be that. There's not a lot else coming that needs the secret screening boost that you get from a secret screening.
I read an article about it last week, and they're saying how great Cage, because he doesn't go Cage.
Yeah.
And it's just brilliant.
It's a proper acting performance by Cage, not just playing. For anybody who doesn't know, it's a Nicolas Cage film about a truffle hunter who loses his pig.
Yeah. And he goes on there.
I really hope it is.
Oh, I hope it is for you.
So that's on Wednesday.
So I really want to talk about it more. So
I'll let you know, because if we record on Thursday this week, then I'll have seen it by then. So I'll let you know on next week's Wave.
That would be good.
It would indeed.
Awesome.
Should we do some news?
Let's news it up.
Have we got much news this week?
I think there's a fair bit.
Do you want to start at the top?
Yeah, so yesterday.
This one?
Yes. Netflixed that Stranger Things Season 4 will not be released in 2021, which the assumption, and I think mostly propelled by the Duffer Brothers themselves, had been we would be getting it sort of November, December
Yeah, everybody's
time.
expecting that.
Well, we are now not getting it until 2022.
And we don't even know
which
when.
Which may mean January.
Yeah, it may be. But they've not said when in 2022, have they? They've just said 2022.
Yeah. I mean, they're saying they've released a trailer.
Yeah.
But it wasn't
It's not a trailer.
It was about 10 seconds of new footage.
Yeah.
After basically a recap of what's happened previously. I'm fine with that. I mean, it does feel like a long time since the last one. They're kind of saying they're going to do 5 and out.
Right, okay.
So we'll see what happens. Because everyone will be too old past that. Come on. I think we might be pushing it a bit here.
The kids are like 18 now, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're going to be in their 20s by the time it finishes.
So we await to see when exactly it will be.
I love this tweet here. Please release the season 4 of Stranger Things on the 1st of January, aka New Year's Day, as if nobody knows that.
She needed that clarification. I was just thinking this year, they did bring forward the Cobra Kai season 3, and that came out on like the 1st or 2nd of January.
Really early.
Kick off the year.
Early, yeah.
So I don't think it's impossible that it will be that early.
No, not at all. I would imagine it'll be January.
But I get the feeling it's not quite finished, so they're not really...
Well, maybe we'll get it like next August.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. I think Sex Education got brought forward a little bit as well, didn't it? That's coming.
Yeah.
soon. I think October. I think
Yeah.
that's been announced as. Next one.
Sure. I think you put this on.
This one.
Yeah, I didn't put it in.
I didn't know. I don't think I did.
Okay. There's a picture.
A picture's been released of Imelda Staunton playing the Queen. Think she looks like the Queen? No.
No, she looks very much like Imelda Staunton.
With the Queen's haircut.
Yeah.
It's for the fifth series of The Crown, where the Queen's obviously now a little bit older than she has been in the previous seasons.
I mean, she's Imelda Staunton is 65.
Yeah.
She's playing like someone 20 years older.
But it's
Isn't she, I
we're
guess?
only in the 90s, though, aren't we? What would the Queen have been in the 90s? What's she now? 90 something. She would have been like 70s. So,
Yeah.
I always thought they'd end the Crown on like the Princess Diana stuff, but apparently that's not happening. They're going to go past it.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, so there's just a picture. There's not really any news there. It's just
No.
a picture of Imelda Staunton in a
Blouse.
blouse. I don't remember putting that on. Maybe I did. It's been a while since we last recorded. What's this one?
A trailer has come out this week for a Netflix movie with the not that exciting title, but I think it's a reasonably exciting synopsis. It is called Beckett.
Look at all the adverts on this page. It's ridiculous. Block the notifications.
I will just I'll just fill while you're clicking stuff
Thanks.
away.
Beckett, wasn't that a Ted Danson
Was it?
series a while back?
No, I think it was Becker.
Oh, close.
I think
Is it about Rob Beckett?
it's a movie starring John David Washington
Oh, we like him.
and Alicia Vikander.
Okay. And Casualty's Daphne Alexander.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't either.
Yeah, I
She's
can't-
famous for Casualty. That's crazy.
I can't relate to that. It comes out really soon. It's on Friday the 13th of August.
Oh, that is this Friday.
It has already been shown
Oh,
at the Locarno Film Festival in Switzerland.
nice.
It also stars Boyd Holbrook, who has previously been in a Bottom of the Street movie. In fact, this season he was in the Shadow of the Moon.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. I couldn't think who he was then for a second.
So he is in this also. The synopsis is that Beckett is on holiday in Greece with his girlfriend. They, unfortunately, are in a car accident. And then when he wakes up, he finds himself at the centre of a manhunt.
Oh,
He is transversing, crisscrossing the country, which I'm sure will lead to lots of picturesque Grecian scenery. And trying to clear his name from any wrongdoing.
oh, so I wonder what the wrongdoing is. It looks quite good. There's a trailer kind of playing in the corner of this article while you're reading.
Yeah, I watched the trailer earlier. It does look good.
I like John David Washington.
Yeah, he's
really,
pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says he's caught up in a web of conspiracy, political unrest, and danger.
Mm.
Yeah, it does look interesting.
It
And
does.
I think I will check it out.
I will definitely check that out. It's coming on Friday the 13th.
Yep.
Hopefully not a bad sign. We'll talk about that in a future wave. This one?
Sure. I know you like your rom-coms.
I do. I love a rom-com.
Who are the two people you would possibly most generically put in a rom-com? Is it these two people?
But it's these two people.
Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher are uniting.
Ashton Kutcher seems like a bit of a throwback. I don't feel like I've heard his
Does a
name
bit.
for a
He was
long
like,
time.
Wasn't he like the most followed person on Twitter? Like when
For
it
a while,
first
yeah,
started?
when it first started. He took over Charlie Sheen in 2.5 Men, didn't
Yeah.
he? And then just kind of disappeared after that.
Yes, he is co-starring with Reese Witherspoon in a Netflix rom-com called Your Place or Mine. It sounds very similar to the movie The Holiday.
Okay.
Because it's about two people who swap homes for a week. And I presume fall in love. It is written by Aline Brosh McKenna, who wrote The Devil Wears Prada and 27 Dresses. So she has got history.
Oh, she's got a good history. They're both like well-renowned films, aren't they?
Yeah, sure. It's the rom-com sausage factory, I guess. No release date yet, but Jason Bateman is producing as well.
Oh, right, okay.
So maybe he'll turn up for a scene and just swear a lot and
Probably.
go away. That's it. So if you like your rom-coms, keep your eyes open
I will
for
do.
Your Place or Mine.
This one?
Do you like LeBron James?
I'm not big into basketball.
You've not
but
been to see Space Jam?
I haven't, no.
Would
I've heard
that be
it's
on your
hot garbage.
radar?
No, I've heard it's really, really bad.
I mean, is the first one great though? Really?
No.
And
It's just got that
if you're being
nostalgia vibe.
objective.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't seen it since the 90s, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh, sorry, not long ago. The first one with my kids, and they weren't
Really?
they weren't really taking.
But they haven't really grown up with those characters either, have they?
No,
The
true.
Looney Tunes and stuff. So
But they do like basketball, so I thought they might be interested. But
Yeah.
no, they weren't really bothered. Anyway, LeBron James is producing a new project for Netflix. It is going to be called Resball, basically short of a reservation, because it is about a Native American basketball team,
okay,
a high school basketball team who must deal with the loss of their star player.
interesting.
In fact,
Sounds quite interesting. Sounds quite good.
production is starting soon.
Have you seen who's written and directed it?
No.
Sydney Freeland.
Oh, really?
Is co-writing and directing this one. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I do.
She is the
Because I watched
writer.
the movie last night.
She's the writer and director of Deirdre and Laney Robber Train.
Oh, that makes me more interested.
How weird is that? What a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
So she's getting another. Is this going to be? It's going to be a Netflix original. So she's
Indeed.
getting another Netflix original after the success of her first one. Success. It's at the bottom of the stream. Can't be that successful. This is
Yeah, but you never know with these Netflix originals. Sometimes they can burn bright for a short amount
true.
of time.
That is true.
And then sink.
This isn't an article about Space Jam 2, but all of the pictures in it are from Space Jam 2.
They really are.
Yeah, that's a really weird coincidence.
Resball.
Resball is coming, and it's directed by the same person of this week's film.
Football. More football news. We're not talking about football for a couple of weeks.
That's true.
Netflix have announced another original movie.
Okay.
It will be about football.
Okay.
Or soccer, whichever name you prefer. It's going to be based on a true story, and it has the original title of The Beautiful Game.
That's original.
It was previously at Fox Searchlight, and Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson were stated to star in it.
I'm a bit old for a football film.
I presume they weren't players. They were together in Bruges, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, that all fell through.
In Bruges is a wonderful
Yes,
film.
it is. The movie is now at Netflix. No cast confirmed yet. But basically, the premise, based on a true story, it is about a team of English homeless footballers who travel from London to Rome in a quest to win the annual global football tournament, the Homeless World Cup.
Ah.
We saw a bit of the homeless
We did, yeah.
football.
I was just thinking that sounds
when
familiar.
we went down to Wembley.
Was that on your stag do?
I'm not sure.
I think it was.
Possibly might be. And they were all playing.
So we
the
did a
games
tour of
outside.
Wembley on your stag do, didn't we? And I think they were all playing outside. How crazy.
Well, this is this is the England team journeying to Rome. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. But that could be good.
Sounds interesting. Love a good football film. This one?
Sure.
There's loads of news this week.
The Wednesday Addams series that Tim
That's-
Burton is doing, coming to Netflix, has cast its Gomez.
That's an awesome bit of casting.
And Gomez will be played by none other than Greendale's honorary student, Luis Guzman.
That's wonderful. That's a great idea. A great bit of casting.
Yeah, I think
Come
that's
up
pretty
with
good.
that. Yeah.
I didn't realise it was written, this upcoming series, by Al Gough and Miles Millar, who wrote Smallville. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Tim Burton is going to direct. We've talked about this a bit
Yeah, we have.
previously. Hopefully it'll be a return to form for him.
Hopefully. I missed Tim Burton when he was good.
That is a good bit of casting,
Yeah, he is.
I think. It's got some big shoes to fill with Raul Julia, who was great in those movies.
Yeah, you can't look past Gomez now and not think of Raul Julia, can you?
Yeah. But I think Guzman could do it.
Yeah, I think he can. I think it's a great bit of cast. If anybody's going to do it, he's going to do it. Bit more?
Sure, I think this is the last bit of Netflix news.
Okay.
Another announcement of a forthcoming thing. I think this is a series rather than a movie. Neil Patrick Harris
Okay.
has signed up for Uncoupled, a comedy series from the creators of Emily in Paris.
Oh, controversial.
Harris will star as Michael, whose seemingly perfect life is upended when his husband unexpectedly leaves him after 17 years. Suddenly, he must confront two nightmares: losing who he thought was his soulmate and facing his new life as a single 40-something gay man in New York City.
Wow.
Neil Patrick Harris will also executive produce.
I think he'd be good at that. That sounds right up his street.
Yeah, and he's got comedy chops.
Yeah, he was great in How I Met Your Mother.
Did you ever watch on Netflix the series of unfortunate events?
Yes.
Because he was Count Olaf.
He was, yeah.
Was that good?
Yeah, it was all right.
That's one I never quite got around.
It was better than the film.
Yeah, that's...
The film's not good. It was Jim
Yeah,
Carrey in the
it
film.
was, yeah.
No, it was better than that. Cool. I like Neil Patrick Harris. I'm excited by that one. What's this one?
So, this is not Netflix news, but it is streaming news.
Okay.
The South Park creators, Matt
Hold on, let me
Stone
just
and
get
Trey
rid of all of
Parker,
these pop-ups. Yeah.
have signed a deal with Viacom, who own Paramount Plus,
Yeah.
which is the streaming service available in the States. $900 million they will receive for 5 more series of South Park.
Is South Park still a thing?
Yeah. So this will take it
That's been going
through.
forever.
So it's about to launch its 25th season. So this will take it through to its 30th season.
Wow.
And 14 new movies.
South Park movies.
Yes.
What?
Two a year.
How is there this
Beginning
much
this year.
story? How is this a thing? It's just about 3 lads who live in the snowy place.
They've not made very much through the pandemic because I think it's been quite hard to do it from home.
Yeah.
But yeah, $900 million.
That's insane.
And on top of however rich they already are.
Because it can't be that difficult to make a South Park film. I don't want to take anything away from them, but they're just...
It's totally off my radar nowadays.
It
has
is.
been
I
for
didn't
many, many years.
It has. I didn't even know it was still a thing. I
But
didn't know it was still being made.
It is...
Where would you even watch it?
Critically, it's quite highly thought of, I believe. Of
Well, it
the
must
last,
be if
like,
it's been going for
few,
that long.
few seasons.
I remember when I was...
Yeah, but The Simpsons isn't, and that's still going.
Well, yeah, that's true. The late 90s watching South Park.
1997, I think,
Yeah.
it began.
I remember when it came out, it was like the big thing. Everybody was watching it, but I did not know it was still being made. Where do you even watch it? What's it on?
In this country, I have no idea.
No, me.
I couldn't tell you. Could not tell you.
That's mad. 5 series of 14 movies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that. That's craziness. This one.
Yeah, let's go back to The Rock.
Oh, I love The Rock.
The Rock is trying to get off the ground another reboot.
He loves a reboot.
We've talked about Jungle Cruise. We've mentioned Jumanji briefly.
Baywatch.
Sure. Well, one of his next targets is John Carpenter's classic, Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They have been developing this for quite some time, apparently. Carpenter said that he'd be happy to help if they pay him enough money.
Of course he would.
But Hayam Garcia, who helps, is one of the producers in The Rock's production company, 7 Books, has said that there are a few legal issues, rights issues that have prevented them so far with this, but they're hoping to sort of move this forward as one of his next projects.
Is it going to be a sequel?
I believe it will be. Yeah, it's not going to sort of replace the original. It's a
sequel / reboot.
Yeah, exactly. In the same exactly how he's done with Jumanji, I guess.
And Baywatch.
There's a lot of stuff you could do with that.
Yeah.
You can have so much fun, and hopefully it wouldn't all just be CG weirdness.
No.
We'll see.
Jungle Cruise isn't, so film. That's a good sign.
You can feel it's the sort of franchise that's just
I haven't seen
waiting
that film.
for Kurt Russell to pop up in the background somewhere.
Yeah, I haven't seen that for years.
Great movie.
I might have to check it out.
Okay.
Cool. The only other thing I'd got was that Sweet Tooth got a renewal.
Okay, yes.
It's been renewed for season 2. I never got to the end of it.
Did you not?
I didn't. I don't know. I lost interest in it. Maybe I'll go back to it one day, but I was really raving about the first few episodes.
You were,
and
yeah.
then I just didn't grab me anymore. I lost
How
it.
strange.
And then the BBC published a report this week, which I thought was quite interesting, so I thought I'd run through it with you. It says, UK adults spent nearly a third of their waking hours watching TV and online content in 2020, according to a report from Ofcom. So on a daily average, a British adult, I was going to say human then, a British adult watches a screen for 5 hours and 40 minutes.
Right.
Which is up 47 minutes on the previous year.
Okay.
I think I watch more than that. I'm not going to lie.
It would very much depend on me on the day.
On the day,
I
yeah.
I'd like to think my average is a bit less than 5 hours and 40 minutes.
I don't know, does watching a screen count as looking at your phone?
That would up it somewhat.
Somewhat, yeah.
Do
I
you
feel like I'm
double
always
count
looking at
then?
a screen. What, when you're on your phone and the TV at the
Yeah.
same time?
Do you count twice?
Yeah,
Because then
probably.
you'd easily get your...
Oh, yeah, easy. I don't think I'm ever not looking at a screen. I don't remember the last time I wasn't looking at a screen. What I did find interesting was that in the UK now, more households have a Netflix subscription than a paid TV account, such as cable or
That
satellite.
doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
I find that really interesting. I don't think it's surprising me, but I find it quite interesting. And nearly 80% of households now have their TVs connected to the internet.
Oh, that is interesting. I don't.
Do you not?
No, I've still got an old TV.
Oh, you need a new TV.
Yeah.
Get yourself
I'll wait
sorted.
until we redecorate.
Yeah, good fan. Good fan.
Thanks.
Good plan. What it does mention in this is obviously COVID is the big spur behind this because people were stuck at home a lot more. YouTube remained as the most popular video generating service.
Okay. Well, I definitely do that. Don't do that, sorry.
What?
41 minutes per day watching videos on YouTube.
I can do sometimes. Like, if you fall into a rabbit hole, you can lose hours. Chinese video app TikTok also gained in popularity and was being used by 31% of adult internet users. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Have you got TikTok? No. Not me. I think we're probably a bit old for TikTok. Maybe we should get a bottom of the stream TikTok and do some shit on there. Just to if that many people are watching it, we'll get some more listeners in. Smart speakers. Half of adults now claim to have a smart speaker in their home.
Okay.
I would have thought it was more than that, personally. I don't know anybody who hasn't, I don't think.
No, that feels low.
It does feel low, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You've got one.
Yeah.
I've got at least 4. My mum and dad have got one. My brother's got one. I think all of my friends have got them now. But then it says listening to podcasts appeared to slow down during the pandemic, which I think we can agree with. I think our numbers reflect that.
I don't listen to as much. I haven't because I would do most of my listening
whilst driving
to work.
And you're still working from home?
Well, it's a mix,
right?
But I'm doing less.
Yeah, so you're not listening to as many podcasts.
I still try. So now I'd probably do just as much while I'm cooking a dinner, or I painted my shed a bit this morning. Had one on, but
that's fair.
Yeah, definitely less.
I think
I've got a bigger backlog. Put it out.
Yeah, I walked into town to get my haircut earlier, listening to a podcast, and walked back and listened to the wrong episode of the same podcast.
Oh, good, well done.
I didn't even notice till I got home that the wrong one was playing. So I think you just listen to them and don't even take them in sometimes. But it says, interestingly, music streaming did not appear to benefit from lockdowns, saying steady or dropping depending on age groups, with the biggest dip coming from the 35 to 44-year-olds. That's us. Yeah. Have you listened to less music? I think I've listened to more.
I think more.
I do as well. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder why that is. The music's dropping. Music's dropping, podcasts dropping, but people watching TV is going massive.
Lazy bastards.
Yeah, so I thought that was quite interesting. I thought I'd just quickly give it a mention.
Yeah, I like that.
That's all of our news done.
Done.
What should we do next?
What have we watched this week at the top of the stream?
To be honest, I haven't watched a lot because I've been to the cinema twice. I've been out for dinner.
Social butterfly.
I am a social. I finished season 3 of Dexter, which I'm doing a rewatch of.
Oh, how was that one?
Really good.
Is that the one with Jimmy Smits?
Yes. Jimmy Smits is wonderful in it as well. He makes Michael C. Hall look tiny, though. Whenever they're standing next to each other, he looks like a tiny little man. But I'm excited now because I'm heading into season 4.
Sure.
And everybody knows season 4 of Dexter's the best season of anything ever. I've also started watching Atypical after your recommendation.
I have now finished it.
Have you?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Up to date.
Cool. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's quite good. It is good. It's not it's not as funny as I was expecting. It's a bit more heartfelt than I thought, but it is good.
Interestingly, another nod to, because it's a small world, but we're idiots.
Yeah.
The movie that we were supposed to watch.
It's kind of a funny story.
Stars the guy who is the lead in Atypical.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
But we obviously won't be watching that anymore.
No, unfortunately not.
Keir Gilchrist.
Yeah.
Who is very good in the show.
Yeah, he is. No, he is really good.
I
it's about a kid with autism, isn't it? And how he's trying to navigate through teenage life
and college. Yeah. It's sweet as well.
Yeah, it is. It's really sweet. I'm not a fan of his mum. I just don't like that character.
The character, yeah she's questionable.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been watching. Dexter and that.
Okay.
What about you?
Got up to date with Atypical. I think the 4th season is the most recent one that just launched recently on Netflix. And watched 2 episodes of Car Masters, Rust to Riches.
Oh, what's that?
It's just some these 2 normalish looking guys. One guy who looks like a caveman, that being his nickname, and a really hot woman doing up cars.
Oh, right. Okay.
Turning them into hot rods. But
they don't a bit like Pimp My Ride?
A bit, but it's kind of got an ongoing thread for it because his business model is we'll do a car up.
Yeah.
We'll then trade it to someone else.
Yeah.
To get a more expensive wreck. Then we'll do that up. We'll trade that. And then ultimately they're trying to get enough. They're trying to trade up to get this really rare car that they'll then do up and sell for like 150 grand.
It's not a bad business plan, to be fair.
It was until the deal, they'd done 2 and then the deal completely fell apart in episode 2.
No way.
The ladder's just broken. So.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
But it was quite interesting. I quite enjoyed it.
Good.
Just for something to throw on in the background. Because I'm not a car person. I'm not interested in
not me.
Cars.
No.
But the character, you've seen a few of these programs. But it was fun for half an hour.
I'm looking at buying a new car at the minute.
Sure.
And it's really boring. It's just, I think I've found what I want now, but it's just like they're all the same. They all do the same thing, don't they? You just
Yeah, on this show they do
nice
a couple,
gadgets.
yeah, along with this sort of ladder thing they're doing, they also do a couple of quick book things, and they turned a smart car into a monster truck. That was quite fun.
No, that's cool.
Get one of them.
Monster truck.
A smart car.
Oh, yeah, could do.
Be like that guy in The Simpsons.
Knees up by his ears.
Big guy in a small car.
Cool. Is that what you've been watching?
Yeah.
Nice. Should we talk about these magazines we've got?
Yeah. Let's...
So, I've been, for various reasons, been scouring through my nan's attic in the last few weeks, and I've come across some movie magazines from the 50s, early 50s.
Yeah, they're incredible.
They are, aren't they?
They're in really good condition.
They are. This one I've got in my hand is from August 1953.
Nice.
I don't even know how much that costs because I don't know what that means. It's like a 1 and an apostrophe 3. But
That old money.
It's a copy of a Photoplay magazine with the world's top film magazine. And it's got Marilyn Monroe on the front, this one.
Excellent.
It's a
Star of the moment.
Yeah, it's not a photo either. It's a drawing. But there's some movie reviews in them.
Brilliant.
So I thought you'd want to know...
I'm excited already.
I thought you'd want to hear some movie reviews from the 50s.
I really do, yeah.
So, do you want me to do one?
Yes, please.
So this is a review of... So they review out of 4. 4 stars, not 5. The 5th star got added in the 70s, I believe.
Okay.
So 1 is fair, 2 is good, 3 is very good, and 4 is outstanding. And I'm going to read the review of Scandal at Scory.
Okay.
Stars Greer Garson, Walter Pidgeon, and Donna Corcoran. Have you ever heard of Scandal at Scory?
No. There's a new one on me.
According to this magazine, it's 2 stars.
Okay.
It says, it takes place at the end of the last century and is set in a small Canadian town which has a Protestant community. When one of the leading political figures adopts a small Catholic girl, it causes quite a stir. A vicious campaign against the family begins with the story of the adoption being splashed on the front page of the local newspaper. So a girl being adopted is front page news. Soon it looks as though the child will have to be given up, and when the little girl overhears a conversation between her parents, in inverted commas, she assumes she's no longer wanted and runs away. But it all comes right at the end. So it gives you the end in a way. Acting. Greer Garson and Walter Pidgeon reunited on screen once more as husband and wife. Both give sympathetic performances as the couple who open their homes to an orphan. Engaging little Donna Corcoran is most appealing as the pathetic waif, and Agnes Moorehead makes a brief appearance as a nun. Verdict. Do you want to know the verdict?
Yes, please.
If you're inclined to be sentimental, then you'll enjoy this pleasant domestic tale. It is, of course, strictly a woman's picture.
Oh.
But some of you men can be softies too.
Wow.
That's what it says. 2 stars. It's not signed. I don't know who reviewed it. It just says MGM. That's the company at the end. I thought that was really funny.
That is funny. I've got a 3-star review of Peter Pan.
Oh, right. Cool.
The Disney movie.
The animated one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I remember. I've seen that.
That's, 3 stars out of 4. Very good.
Cool.
Shall I read it?
Yeah, go for it.
All who have read Sir James M. Barrie's Peter Pan will be delighted with this latest Disney offering, a full-length cartoon in Technicolor with all of the characters and events that have been in our imagination since childhood. Meet Peter, Wendy, Michael, John, Captain Hook, Crocodile and Tinkerbell. They will all charm you. And there's Nana the shaggy dog who acts as nurse to the 3 darling children. A Disney cartoon would not be complete without a few gay, light-hearted songs, and in Peter Pan there are several. All children must see this, and if the grown-ups are wise, they will go along too.
I think that's fair. All children should see Peter Pan. It's a great film.
There is a less good review for a movie called The Girl on the Pier, which has got 1 star.
Oh.
I will not read the whole review, but the last paragraph says, This movie includes a poor attempt of murder and a chase which ends with Mr. Singer jumping off the pier. Had I been there, I should have jumped too.
Oh, they sound like they should be written by us.
They're really interesting.
Some of these are really good. There's some really good articles in them as well. One's like on holiday with John Wayne.
Oh, lovely.
One's about Marlon Brando being the new boy on the scene and whether he can make it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This one's about what price Sinatra now is the headline. It's like, can Sinatra make his comeback? His name, Frank Sinatra, his worry, the $100,000 he owes to the United States government. That's the first 2 lines of the article. Maybe I'll put some pictures up on Instagram.
Yeah,
and,
do.
If you want us to read any more reviews out, we've got quite a few. There's about 6 or 7 magazines here.
I've got an article. Is Hollywood carrying sex too far?
Oh. The person who wrote that is not going to believe what happens these days. This is a photoplay preview of Julius Caesar. But it's the adverts I love reading.
Yeah, there's a. I can't believe what good condition these are.
I know, yeah, they are. They're not even like faded, are they? We're just sitting here podcasting whilst reading magazines. So I'm
I
sorry.
got a Stanley Matthews advert. Cream shampoo.
The Man Who Married Marilyn is here.
Excellent. We'll get some pictures up.
Oh, it's written by the man who married her as well, this article. He is the man who married Marilyn. Yeah, I'll get some pictures up. If you want us to read a few more reviews out in the next few weeks, we can do that.
Ribena fights fatigue.
Does it?
Yeah, full of vitamin C.
Fascinating. We found some books as well. There's a cookbook from 1949, so I might make some like oldie worldy food at some point.
Make some tripe.
Ugh. Right. What's next?
I don't know. I'm totally lost. I suppose we need to extend
We need to extend our rods onto the island.
into a new sea,
Yeah,
dipping them into new waters.
we are indeed. I've made some notes on this one.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, not many, but I have made a few notes just because it's a bit more in depth to the other stuff that we've watched. So we started watching the I-Land, I-Land,
Yeah.
which is basically it's a Lost rip-off, isn't it? That's not
Possibly.
So this first episode there was just Lost references all the way through it. It's basically about a load of people. They wake up on a beach. They're all dressed the same.
It's like 10 people, isn't it?
10 people, yes, I think so. They wake up on a beach. They don't know how they've got there. They don't know who they are or where they've come from. They've got no memories, basically.
No.
And they've just been left abandoned here on this beach. It started off on the thread that they'd all woken up with an object, but that never got followed through.
No, that got abandoned after about
3, I think.
7 minutes.
So, what do you think?
Oh, it's garbage.
It's hot garbage, but it's so much fun. I've really enjoyed it.
It's awful. It's absolutely terrible, but I'm the most excited of anything we've watched along with so far.
Definitely.
I don't know where to start. This woman wakes up. Her object is like this giant conch shell.
Yeah.
And she just blows it straight away to summon the other islanders.
She literally wakes up,
Fucking
stands
Ron
up, she's like,
Burgundy.
I've no idea who the fuck I am, where I am, what I'm doing here. Oh, I've got a conch shell.
I know how to blow this.
I'll just blow it.
Get a tune out of this.
And she did, and it was like the loudest noise. That's Natalie Martinez. You might recognise her. She's been in quite a few things. I know her from Kingdom,
Right,
which is
yeah.
like a UFC drama that I watched a while back. The person that she summons is Kate Bosworth.
Yeah, she's terrible in this. And she's like
She plays King
arguably
Bitch.
the most famous person.
Yeah, definitely. She plays King Bitch in it, isn't she? She's
Yeah.
she's just a nasty, horrible woman.
She's doing an impression of what's her name? Is it Puxatorney out of Orange is the New Black?
Yeah.
It's that character.
Yeah, it is.
She's got a knife.
She's got a
Which
knife.
she loses in 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Because Amelia, the other woman picks it up from her, nicks it from her. Oh, yeah. And then nobody else had any objects.
No, I
after
don't
that.
think so.
One of them had a book, which got washed away into the sea.
Yeah.
But then I feel like that might become important, that book, because there was a lingering shot on it being washed away. Then one of them gets eaten by a shark.
Yeah.
Because they decide, oh, fuck this, we'll just go swimming.
Yeah.
Even though they have no idea what's going on.
But then the shark spits him out at the end.
But shark spits him out and he's all right. at the
Like,
end.
but this is the next morning.
Yeah.
They find him
They
on
find
the beach.
him on the beach,
like
washed
half
up.
N.
Yeah. Then they decide, let's go on a trek inland.
Yeah, find some water.
This was the
Okay, fine.
uber lost reference
Yeah.
here, because they find some like waterfalls.
Sure.
And they have this conversation of like, oh, this is all right. Shall we just live here? And it was so badly dubbed
Yeah.
because obviously of the sound of the waterfalls. They needed to redub the lines in afterwards. And I've actually written here, please don't live at the waterfalls because it was so loud and the acting got awful all of a sudden. There was one bit that really made me laugh though. You know, when they find the guy who's been bitten by the shark.
Yes.
One woman takes charge because I presume she used to be a doctor and she's just remembering that now.
Possibly.
And she's like, they all gather around this guy and she's like, right, you need to lift him really slowly. And then they just launch him up in the air as if they're like going to throw him.
Giving him the bumps.
She's like, lift him really slowly. Whoop, and he's just on their shoulders.
It's when there's two clever people, aren't there? Two nerds.
Yeah.
There's like a hot, attractive nerd
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah.
And I,
Creepy, nerdy guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they work out, and it made no sense whatsoever,
No, it didn't.
that from where everyone was lying
Yeah.
on the beach when they woke up, there was exactly 39 steps between them.
Yeah. Somebody makes a 39 steps reference
Yeah.
from the film, which bears no resemblance.
And then they walk another 39 steps.
Yeah.
And they find a big sign.
Yeah.
39 steps isn't that far.
No, it's not.
How have they missed this massive sign?
And when they all woke up, they all just woke up and started walking around.
Yeah.
So how did they know where each one of them woke up again?
What does it matter that they were all exactly 39 steps? It makes no sense.
It doesn't.
What does the sign say?
I can't remember.
Find your way out.
Find
or
your way
something
out.
like
Yeah,
that.
it was something like that.
And then in anger, she smashes the conch at the end.
Yeah,
doesn't
she does.
And it's if the camera pans and it reveals that it's got like a corporate
It's got a
logo
barcode
in
it with the logo of the island.
Yeah, and a tracker.
I really enjoyed it just because it was so crap.
Yeah, it flew past 40 minutes.
I really wanted to go on to the next
I
one.
almost felt like I was watching a parody.
Yeah, it did. It did feel like a parody of Lost. It felt like
It wasn't. It was trying to be deadly serious.
Yeah, it was.
It felt like a parody.
you know the Asylum they used to make
Yeah.
all the parody films. It felt like they'd made that to parody Lost.
Yeah.
Because you can't make a show like that anymore without getting Lost references. You can't make a show on a desert island now without somebody going, "Oh, you're just ripping off Lost." But they are ripping off Lost. But I'm on board. I'm massively on board.
Terrible.
It's
Absolutely
terrible.
Awful.
It's not a good episode.
I don't. It's a Netflix original as well.
Yeah, it
and
is.
considering how a lot of not everything obviously, but Netflix can do marquee TV.
Yeah.
How has this got? How has this got through?
I don't know.
I honestly, it's awful. Absolutely.
That first
in
episode
every
was-
way, it's awful.
Yeah, it is. But it was entertaining.
Acting, writing.
Directing.
Oh, one guy's just really rapey.
Yeah, yeah, there was that rapey scene. That was weird.
And he comes later on, he says to the woman, "Wow, there's no such thing as rape on the island. I didn't try to rape you."
There's no laws here.
Yeah. It's just like, we either did it or we didn't, and we didn't.
I think he says there's just sex or no sex. So, wow.
This is morally
Questionable.
reprehensible.
But I'm really excited for the next one.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued to see where they're going to take it.
We are just going to slag it off for 7 weeks or however long it is.
But I know now I know what I'm expecting now. I know the vibe. I didn't know if they were going to take it really. It does take itself really seriously, but I'm certainly not going to. And I'm excited to see where they go with it.
But I don't even know how you're like in the editing process could edit this with a straight. Like,
And I'm sure it's going to get a lot more crazy as well.
God.
I'm sure it's going to, because obviously they've all been planted there for a reason. All
Sure.
the objects are going to have some sort of barcode and branding on. It's obviously been set up for some reason.
Yeah.
So it's probably a game or something. But
I because they've got no memory as well. I wonder if we'll even get like flashbacks.
yeah, probably there was a little bit of a flashback, wasn't there? She had the main character had a bit of a
Oh, she had a dream. It was
a
a dream,
dream,
wasn't
wasn't
it?
it?
When
Yeah.
she was asleep. Yeah.
because she remembered shooting somebody or stabbing somebody.
Just
There
pool
was
of
somebody
blood.
in a pool of blood, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So maybe they will go with flashback.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Not me, because it's just a Lost ripoff.
Well, come back next week on the wave, and we'll
We'll talk about episode 2. I think there is
7.
7. I think I remember reading there was 7.
I think that's right.
Yeah, check it out. I'd
bad.
recommend it. It's really bad, but I would recommend you go and check it out. And we'll chat. We chat about it in the Discord. So if you want to come and chat in there, let us know what you think of it, and we'll have a chat with you about it. See if we might have the opportunity for some theories on where it's going.
Oh, lovely.
Do some theorising.
Yeah, why not?
See if we can make a better ending. That's what we used to do with Lost.
Sure.
Spend the week talking about what was going to happen next and then be wrong every week. So yeah, that's the Rod's Extended. We'll talk about episode 2 next week.
Yeah, mine's back.
Mine's back. Mine's inverted now. Anything else we need to talk about? Or are we done?
I think that is everything that was on my list for the wave.
Me too. So we'll go off. We'll watch Deirdre and Lainey rob a train. And that's what we'll come back on Thursday to talk to you about, I guess.
Cheers.
Bye.